Okay, we're live. Last bit of thing I'm doing on CN before I go back and do some EN stuff instead. So, I've been trying to get SSH down to 7 operator, which at least I feel is the limit. In any case, I can't think of anything better right now. I'm almost done with it, so I'll just finish that on stream, and after that I'll go and play the keynote event. Shouldn't take too long. I just went for a walk and decided to start streaming. Basically, the second week of keynote event gets updated with new enemies, so there's new stuff to see. And after that, I guess it's time to go do the EN event EX stages. I find the Plant event kinda boring, so I'm not too excited, but okay, I'll give it a try. At the very least. I'm kind of curious if there is a way to do 6-op, because I feel I can kill the boss fairly quickly in the second phase, but I haven't thought of a strategy for it just yet. Maybe it's something I'll do on EN. There's probably a less dumb way to do this. Currently all I'm doing is timing the boss so I can save on Tentacle later, because they're sort of a limited resource. Basically, normally I'd have to deploy a Tentacle to block for me. I'm trying to make the boss move so that she ends up hitting Totter instead with the laser, and then I can spare a Tentacle. That hits Control, so reset. I'm not sure what causes the exact timing difference, though realistically I could probably just delay the first Tentacle a bit. That's probably the lazier way of doing it. I won't be here for long. Oh yeah, the music's turned off. Let me add some. I don't want to use the in-game music because we're gonna play Keynote later and I'm really tired of his soundtrack. It only has one track over and over. Good morning, or afternoon for me. I've watched about 2 episodes of it. No opinion so far. I was hit with the melodrama stick over the head quite a bit. That's not really good or bad. Some people like that. I might finish it later, I'll see. Did I know that if you deploy them over here? Oh, so that's why you can deploy ranged operators on ranged tiles. I see. I was wondering about that. Don't know if it's true or if you're bullshitting me, but I'll take your word for it. Oops, clicked a bit too early. About now. Anyhow, I guess I'll just delay the Tentacle, so the laser comes out later. Yeah, I was wondering why that was like that. So you can't use these tiles, but you can use this one. It's over here. Need the deployment slot. And yeah, perfect, that should hit Totter. But it messes with the other timing if I do it like that. Because then it summons the thief earlier. Since it's the boss that does that. Yeah, I prefer the other version, I think. Even if it's a bit RNG. This might cause problems in a moment. I guess we'll see. Yeah, that kind of causes a problem. I can tank one more hit on Mei later, but the wave spawning will prevent me from doing damage. Earlier version is better, I guess. Yeah, I'm back to pure stream S2. Because I have deep cover tentacles now, so I can just tank damage with them. Wonder what the method would be for 6 operators. The main problem with it is that the boss is immune to bind, so Indigo becomes very inefficient against the boss. She is decent against the drones though. Oh, maybe there's something there. I'll probably leave 6 ops for Ian though. I'll just finish this strategy and stop playing this map for now. Oops, now Contero is going to die. This map has a really weird relationship where the later the boss uses the skill, the smaller distance she actually goes. Because Mei's skill ends. Can't actually afford this tentacle, so we're resetting. I need all 4 for other stuff before I can redeploy deep cover. Yeah, 4 stars getting scammed as usual. I'm used to it though. It's probably a bit late, but we'll play it out. I need her to reach the center of this tile before the dog goes away. You want me to use the new 4-star or a new 4-star? I tried the wind dude earlier, but the ring can kill more of them, so it's pretty pointless. Yeah, I don't deploy Gravo enough times that I can't replace her with tentacles. So we got rid of Gravo and Caper. I figured out this idea before I even finished the 8 operators. I just didn't have the energy for it yesterday. I do now though. And I feel like I'm killing the boss too quickly, so there's probably some path to 6 operators, but I haven't thought of it yet. So just finish this and leave them up alone for now. Alright, I see. I'm fine with the current pool of 4 stars, so I don't particularly care when I get a new 4 star. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy them when I get them, but if I have to wait a long time, it's no problem. That's what I mean. As a bonus, I get power creeped very, very slowly, so the gameplay doesn't fundamentally change too much over the years. And since I'm playing 4 stars because I like the gameplay, that's a good selling point to me. Yeah, this should be about right. Okay, so now it ends. Go, boss, go. Yeah, perfect. Now she's gonna target Totter. That way I don't have to use a tentacle here, which is necessary because I don't have enough tentacles to go around. In the first phase anyway. Wait for a few hits on Mei. And then tentacle. Rin dies, but he does his job. And the Spirit Link kills everything else in the map. Now killing the boss here is not what I want. I actually want the boss to survive. Because if I kill it now, I have no way to deal with the last normal enemies that spawn on the map. I think I messed up by activating Contrail too late, because I was talking all about what I'm doing. Oh well. Such is life. Yeah, I'm gonna leak the mid one, I think. No, Deep Cow finished off. It's fine. Okay, and here's the reason why I needed all the spares. I need one here to block the laser. And we're going to be doing stupid bullshit over here with Umbrio. Because I'll leak it otherwise. This is what we have to do. Change what's blocked and then spam. Can't use Mei's Q, we need it for later. That's unusual. I guess it's fine with me. Normally it targets Totter or Mei. It's down to what tile the boss exactly is standing on. Makes no difference to me, because Umbrio gets the kill anyway. Saving Mei's Q for the stupid bird that's coming out. And waiting until we're near the end of this Q so we can drop Pure 3 miss 2. Because she needs to keep Arena alive. There's no one to share damage with, after all. Reduce the stuff that needs to be healed as much as possible. And Arena and Contrail will have to be here, because these guys gain range as they AFK. They will eventually kill Mei if we don't kill them right now. I guess the way I get rid of this is just by bringing arts instead of someone else. I'm fine with Contrail dying here, she did her job. If she survives thanks to Mei stuns, that's perfectly fine. Wait, did the laser go grey because I moved the screen? It went grey for a bit and then went back to red. As long as Pure Stream doesn't die, that's fine. Okay, we're dead. Should not retreat Arin, should just let him die normally. No, the boss runs around in a circle for 20 minutes. Yeah, I know they have infinity stats. I don't need to look that up to feel them. I know Indigo shits on them pretty hard, so she's probably an option, but she's bad against the boss. So I haven't thought of how to integrate that yet. Yeah, it's an enjoyable event. I'm 95% sure that they accidentally messed up and used the EX stages as the normal stages, but otherwise I really like the event. Did I say 20 minutes? I think I said butterflies have 20 million HP if you're referring to that. It's important to activate her skill right away, because she needs to land back and tank one hit from the boss. Should be about here. There is a bit of RNG in where the boss ends up. I'm not sure exactly what causes it. Well, it might turn out that the EX is really easy. Because honestly, most of the difficulty is a product of the map design, more than anything else. I'm not saying the boss isn't insanely dead. We need the boss to be a bit lower than that. Yeah, we can have butterflies with like... How much would it be? So I know... Between difficulty 0 and difficulty 15 usually have about a 5 times stat difference. So these butterflies would have something like 150,000 health. And enough damage to one-shot God. Will be a while before they show up in IS though. Though now that I think about it, every event has some co-op stage. Except maybe IS2. They sure like using them there. By the way, if I use Mace Q too early, she's going to laser her in instead. If I get one more slow hit on her from what I did in this version, for example, she loses the dog around here. Okay, dead again. Oh, we're not dead on that tile. Interesting. I thought for sure that would hit Contrail instead. We can wait for 3 hits on Mei. 1, 2, 3. Tentacle. Okay, and the boss didn't die. It would be a problem if she did. Basically an instant reset, because I have other shit I need to kill. Might have messed it up. I'll still make it, I guess. But I did mess it up. Just for the record. Yeah, this is what normally happens here. Okay, don't retreat Arene this time. If Contrail dies here, that's fine. Her job was to kill these guys, she already did that. Oh yeah, the laser gets blocked. I want to move Contrail one tile back before the next wave anyway. Deep cover can work on these assholes. The Thief do basically 0 damage, so as long as you don't outright kill the Tentacle, we're fine. Can't deploy a Tentacle here because the Butterfly will kill it. Actually, we have enough time, I'll just kill the Butterfly right now. I don't want it to be a pain in the ass later. And this should be able to dump some damage on the boss anyway. I should have retreated Arene though, he's pretty worthless here. Because he doesn't get to hit anything. She hangs a Tentacle. Don't think about it too hard. Okay, so this guy will die before they move. Second guy gets arened, so that just leaves 2 butterflies and then we should be through. Yeah, whatever this mess is just works, I guess. And now we're setting up to nuke the stupid butterflies. This lane is mostly covered by just Umbreon and Deep Cover. We don't even need a technical there. I like how the stupid laser sometimes does damage through the wall. Fucking cheater. This is a healable tile. We just kill this guy and then immediately retreat. That's Arene's only job there. It has an additional benefit of dividing up damage a bit. Okay, one butterfly got sniped before we had to tank it. And... oh shit. I didn't notice this tentacle dying. These things are really squishy, so I thought it would die faster. Should have used the skill, I guess. Ah well, let's finish this run first, because we're already here. Deep Cover got a bit assassinated because I wasn't paying attention. Probably fine, to be honest. Now the question is, do I need to block this thing here or this thing in the middle? Genuinely not sure. I assume the middle is the relevant tile. Because Umbreon 2 hits this thing in the light and it walks really fucking slowly in the dark. Okay, since gonna... let me just see how much more path the boss has. If I recall, it's not even close to the end. Yeah, it's gonna run around a bunch. Still. The hardest event stage is Doses 3, since it went unbeaten. Okay, yeah, so it has one more whoop. Maybe there isn't a space for 6 operators then. I'll think about it later, but I'm not sure if I can do it. There isn't as much space as I thought. It's definitely one of the more fun stages I've played recently. It's just weird that this is the farm stage, you know? Okay, so remember that the Dough in the middle actually does a little bit of damage, so activate Deep Cower's Key if it rushes. Other than that, we do everything the same as last time and we should be done. Oops, I messed up. Needed to wait for that thing to die so Ambrio can get a free shot on the boss. I don't think it makes a difference. Though, we have an excessive damage needed to kill her. I actually had to plan around how not to kill the boss on the first go through here. That's a bit early. Kind of misclicked that. Yeah well. There aren't many stages like this, so you're just asking me how long to clear this stage at that point. It took me about an hour, I think, with 4 stars. If you're asking how much longer it took me to come up with this strategy, that's a different question. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of got swappy but ended up with something functional. Wait for this thing to die. Don't wanna waste the Mei shot. Okay, we should be fine. As long as it doesn't walk out of range on Mei, it's fine. Yeah, perfect. The exact health usually doesn't matter. Though this is a lot, I'll admit. Oh, how convenient. It's fine as long as she doesn't get the dock or spawn a wave. Makes no difference from there. As long as she doesn't do either. Can wait for one more wave. Then heal. Should have waited until she actually healed Mei normally, but whatever. Yeah, I might die now because of the delay actually. Because Contrail is getting hit, but I can't actually afford to retreat her. Yeah, we're dead. The delay actually caused an issue. I think the solution here was to just retreat Contrail the moment the bird starts hitting it. And it would have went fine from there. She did sufficient damage to these guys already. Is the new vector breakthrough as bad as DOS? You mean difficulty or quality? I think it's better and easier, though those things aren't the same thing. The second vector breakthrough has the most broken buffs ever, by the way. It kind of trivializes the whole event. I don't even remember exactly what they were. It was something stupid like 100% attack and 100% attack speed, but your operators have reduced health. It was something insane like that. Or did we forget to deploy? Oh, it's because I treated the tentacle. Obviously. Is Icebreaker out on EN? I haven't checked EN in the last couple of days. I've been grinding this out. Also, if I do play Icebreaker, I'm just gonna ban W. You think you're gonna get to use the Roach on me? This is gonna be a bit weird. Let's go at 1x speed. It changes how many hits can take if pure stream skill is attack animation is already used up. Yeah, we can only take 2 hits then. Because she won't heal in time for this hit. Oh, she did because of the chain. Never mind. Oh well, makes no difference. Because the boss is using lasers anyway. Don't forget to activate Contrail. Okay, perfect. Next hit kills. And I can't retreat too early because I actually want the Mei to be at full health. Don't wanna waste pure stream healing after all. Kind of dropped the ring early. Not sure if it's a problem. I guess we'll see. Okay, once the boss gets up, we have to get rid of Contrail to keep Arena alive. I think I just forgot to activate her skill on time. Oh well, found the angle to hank Arena. Unfortunate. Should be fine, I guess. Second hit. As long as Mei doesn't die, it's recoverable. It's not dead. If I could use a 6-star, can I have less operators? Yes, fucking obviously. By the way, I'm gonna point out that Focus and W arguably aren't the best operators we have anymore. Though W is absolutely the best operator in the game for this stage. Because the crystals cheese the fuck out of the boss. And then she has the AoE to kill everything on the map by herself. That's a wild question to be asked though. Try to put that in a different context. It's like, if you can use a tank in your martial arts tournament, do you think you're going to place higher than normal? Go away, boss. Run. Yay, the boss made it to Totor. By the way, this row here is spawned by the boss, which is why if I change when the boss uses the laser, it will change when this thing spawn. So the skill rotation is really important here. And by the way, because I complained a ton about the stupid Drake, this boss is really consistent with what she does. Like, she has multiple skills too, but I feel like she behaves in a very consistent manner. If you change the timing, the skill rotation is gonna change in a logical way that I can follow. Is she gonna die? That'd be a problem. It's really close. Fuck. Is this still playable? I think I'm fucked because I have... So the problem here, just so I can show it off, is that there are spawns that aren't from the boss. And they're just gonna fall on my head in a moment. Also, Arena is really late, but that's more manageable. It's the thief here. I have nothing to kill the thief with. We can do something else and try and see if it's salvageable. It's not. The thief just ran through. Too much damage. I guess I just activated Totor a bit too early. So the boss got bodied too hard. I think half the stages are EX stages. Yeah, there's 4 stars in the game, so I have to pull, because most of them are in the gacha. I mean, I have them all right now, but you know, maybe in 2 years a new 4-star can come out. You don't know. Yeah, we don't have the EX stages out yet. The boss is gonna have higher stats on the EX stages, but I'm not convinced it will actually be harder. We'll have to see them. Because most of the difficulty is just a function of the stage. Like, the boss has this mechanic with links, where if you drop something between the boss and the link, it's going to prevent the link from working. But then the entire fucking stage is one giant tile ban, so you can barely interact with it. A lot of the maps in this event are like this, and that's why I honestly feel like they just use the EX stages for the normal farm stages an accident. I'll show you what I mean with some other stages later. I'm kinda just gonna make that into a video. There we go. Yeah, it's just Radiant shitting on everything and Tin Man healing. Feel like I overslowed, but... Right, so did this go to Contrail? Yeah, so I can just show something interesting. This actually doesn't block the laser. Cause operators and summons are circles. So even though it goes through the square, it can't block it. It can't block it. In a few days, there, as usual. If you have to spam a summoner constantly, is the niche saved or is it cursed? I say as somebody who never uses Deep Cover ever. Am I forgetting anything? Not really. The light isn't terribly important, I'm gonna be honest. You really don't give a shit about the light too much. Dog before she kills Pure Stream, every time. It's so consistent, I love it. And then wait for a few hits before the tentacle. Okay, now we shouldn't kill the boss. Yeah, there we go. That should be about 4 Umbreal hits, I think. Weird point of failure. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when she does this, because it's just RNG. Both her and Totter should be the same distance, and Totter was deployed last. So that's the only point of RNG the boss has. Where sometimes if there's two things at the same distance, she can throw you like that. I guess I can just not deploy the tentacle and wait around. I just haven't seen her do that often. Summons almost never interact with event mechanics. If it's something on the map, it almost never considers them. Like even from the oldest mechanics, like from W's first event where we had the air conditioners, those don't interact with summons. And I think they stuck to that pretty much always. Specifically, they don't interact with mechanics that have to do with changing the effects, like some environmental map factor, like the light from here, the light in near light, the air conditioners, but they usually interact with enemy mechanics. So, for example, how tentacles can block the lasers. I think they're relatively consistent when it comes to that. Yeah, I know how the targeting works. I'm saying that both Totter and Umbreal were valid targets there. It's resolvable though, no problem. We just won't deploy one of the tentacles. Unfortunate. Maybe I can lift off Contrail. Nope, not in time. I think the light mechanic gives you a bit of attack speed when you block the light, and that's about it. Every enemy then has some interaction with the light. The most wild one is an enemy that's completely invisible and unblockable until the light hits it. The stage where you first encounter that enemy is really fun. I'll save that for a video though. I'm too lazy to go and show the stage right now. Every enemy has some specific one. Like the teeth are stronger in the dark but move sooner in the light. Stuff like that. It's all over the place. Butterflies allegedly get charged from the light. I say allegedly because as far as I can tell you can't actually block it. And they just keep getting charged anyway. But that's what the text said when I translated it. That it charges up by moonlight or some shit. These guys gain damage and range when they sit in the light. Yeah, kinda didn't have time to make a bigger playlist, so I just went with Ace Combat 6. Since I like the soundtrack a lot. Might make something more varied later on. Okay, that should be perfect. Ooh, that was so close. Yeah, that's on time, it's fine. By the way, it's really important that Umbrio is off skew when this thief spawn, because otherwise he shoots at this side first, because the thief are farther down the road. Just a funny Gobo range detail. Kind of retreated that early, but whatever. Should make it. And does the tentacle come up in time? Which is why I put it early in the first place. And kind of. This might cause an issue. Because we're now wasting a perfumer heal. Pure stream heal, I mean. And she has to heal a bunch of shit. Oh, I need to be careful with this. Okay, nobody's dying on this one. We're just going for it after the next explosion. Also, I forgot to use Toter skill. Wait for the heal to finish and go. Might get unlucky and die now if she doesn't heal everyone to a sufficient health. And remember to use Mei. I guess the butterfly charges slower in the darkness, probably. Okay, should be fine from here. The boss now flies. So we don't even need to retreat Contrail. She can die organically to the dev butterfly. Arin gets lasered. Perfect. Deep cover can start working there. Retreat once that finishes. One hit on the tentacle. Umbrio can tank a few hits from here. And we can just drop the skills here because we hit the boss anyway. She's targeting Umbrio, so I should be careful of that. Okay, and Contrail should come up to block the next laser on Toter. Oh shit. The next laser is in Mei, and Contrail did not come up in time. I guess I could have used the tentacle better on this tile. That's kind of a mistake. Can we go for 6 seconds so I can drop her in here? Or we can even use a different setup. Last tentacle. And we kind of need to save the skills. We'll just kill the dough with Aureene, which is basically the plan here. Might be dying here. Aureene anyway. Which is fine with me. Okay, the stupid dough is now gonna rush. That tentacle's dead. That's fine. No need to take damage on our last tentacle early. Or at all, apparently. And now we don't want to use Umbreon's skill, because she can hit over there. There's a chance that Deep Cover is getting lasered. I don't actually want her to die right now. So look out for that. Okay, now Deep Cover can die. I'm less fine with Umbreon dying though. I'm lucky the boss is spirit linking the dough, because that's the only thing that does damage to it right now. Okay, can go home. It should come in a range one more time. Oh well, I'm kinda shocked. The boss managed to kill Aureene. It's not a problem or anything, it just surprised me. Her damage scales with how many spirit links she has and something. So I was just really surprised she could break through. Whoops. That was nasty. I'll be salty if I miss the boss because of that, but I think we just have her here. Because the bubble is about to pop. No! The Umbreon dying screwed me. Tragic. Do I like gay porn? Not especially. I guess I'll finish it. I'm salty. I think the boss was a spawn of Satan. That's why the event is called SS. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, usually with bosses you can't block, they tend to circle around the map a lot. That's how it works. That's not what especially means, Blue. As far as I know, it doesn't mean under extraordinary circumstances. Oh, oops. The music stopped. Curse you, YouTube, I didn't notice. The tragedy of not downloading shit on your computer. occasionally you have to click for it to start. Am I still watching what? Context, please. I've seen Contravest 1 used exactly once. That's how often everyone uses it. Oops, kinda forgot to activate May and... Not sure this is salvageable. Because when the link is on the tentacle, the boss walks away faster. I guess it kind of ends up in the same place, so it's fine. Though it's also gonna change the timing on when some enemies spawn. So Umbrio isn't going to have her skill ready, I think. Nope, or maybe she will. But the boss is also here, because they ran away faster, the asshole. Okay, salvageable. If she runs out like that. Yes, thank you for being a dumbass boss. That was very kind of you. We need to kill these guys really quickly because they move sooner. These guys AFK forever, but these are gonna move in a moment. Also, May's gonna get punched in the face. Because the range increases and the light is coming from the upper side. Yep, absolutely fine for that death, but this is a problem and we're dead. Because the boss was in a different position since we killed it at a different time than normal, because I fucked up with the skills. Does Contrail dodge the rope? No, if she's on the ground and then flies up, she gets hits and dies. If she's in the air, then she's not a valid target and the boss can't target her at all. Oops. Was moving around, so forgot to activate the ring. I don't think it should make a difference. Technically it affects the damage the boss takes by a very small amount. Practically it shouldn't matter, because we're trying not to overkill the boss already. Bit close, but yeah, made it into total. Okay, perfect. It's annoying to see the shadow from that angle. And I want to change deployments as long as possible. That makes the health on this as low as possible before the second one starts moving. Yeah, the shot will just come out faster than if I reactivate the skill. And 7 seconds to the last tentacle. Yeah, nice. Slightly faster redeploy. Yeah, just drop it here. And after the next one, I'll drop Totter. These butterflies are so fucking fast, by the way, it's unreal. I think they have the same movement speed as those small arts drones. Okay, perfect. Can I sneak in another tentacle? I think not. I want Umbreon to tank for the tentacles, because she can actually be healed. And we don't want to double dip on healing here, so we'll throw another one. I should have retreated Tarin earlier. That's a pretty big mistake. Not dropping Total skill. I'll save it for these things, because they're super annoying. We might get lasered, so I need to keep the tentacle option open. Okay, the tentacle got lasered. It's kind of hilarious to me that I could have saved it, but I'm not gonna use up that one. Contrail on the save tile. I should have deployed the tentacle first, the more I think about it. Might be fine. We have an excess of tentacles anyway. Wait until the boss does something. It's to avoid this one getting hit. We need it at full health. And kill the stupid butterflies as fast as possible. And then I think we just set up like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, no more butterflies. We just need to kill the boss now. Kind of scared of the health there, but I think Umbreon plus Deepcar will just finish it off on their own without any help. We just need to not use Umbreon's skill here. Yeah, perfect. That's fine. Was her time to go anyway. And now she walks back into this. Save Rin's skill. Okay, the boss saved me. Die already. So tanky. Kind of true near the end of the run, but the rest of this feels salvageable still. We have the tentacles to tank. A boss should walk in here and just die. Because it's one hit from death. Yeah, there we go. Okay, GG. We can go fight Kenneth now. How long did that take me? About an hour. The record for this one? Well, it was the last thing I uploaded yesterday at 8 operators. And now it's 7. I feel like I'm killing the boss too fast. Like, we can fuck up massively and still have the resources to kill the boss once we clear the fucking guard drones. So I feel like there should be a path to 6 operators, but it's not this strategy. I need to think of something else. I've played this map enough for now, so it's time to go and do Kenneth shit now. Yeah, it's time to bet. Okay, that's it for me. My brain is officially turned off now. You have to carry from here. Alright, let's update the title too. Wolves win. That one was short. The other guys have no AoE, so they're just fucked. GG Wolves! Gambler Golden Pimp. Why did you make it alliterate? Silver Gun has no alliteration. The second week adds more enemies. That's what's updated. Yeah, there's about a 10-second delay for some reason. I keep forgetting to try and fix that. Yeah, this isn't even worth making a poll over. The only way you're gonna vote right is if you don't know what the flowers do, or just gambling. Because the flowers are kind of stupid. That's why there's the stupidest fights. Can Jesselton win this? Now, these sheep are insane, but they need their pink tiles to be truly insane, so one of them needs to die, and then they all die. But boxers suck. Fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna bet that the boxers will live long enough to kill the sheep, because they're not tanky. Like, without the pink tile mechanic, these sheep aren't that strong. Imagine if they win because Jesselton tanks. Oh wait, it's Jesselton, never mind. Once again, Jesselton could have won the fight but by just not being a fucking pussy and going to the front line instead of hiding behind fucking sheep. Typical Jesselton. Whoa! Chat bet on Jesselton. And lost! What a surprise. Always bet against Jesselton. That's correct. You're learning. Okay, so these crabs have 1 billion defense, and these guys have more defense than whatever the fuck is going on here. Okay then. This is a matchup. My favorite fight so far was these crabs against frozen spiders, because they one-shot them and then just perma-freeze themselves. So the spiders almost won through scratch damage and nothing else. Oh damn. The right side was halfway there to losing a unit. Very balanced fight. Yeah, I know they have a billion rest, don't worry. Dr. Joker. I assume a Batman comic will come up if I Google that. No. Unfortunate free moment. The AoE boss against the Swarm. Too unfair. Looks bad now, but they're gonna cluster up and explode really badly in a moment. Also, Freak has defense, so they can't even kill him quickly. Can they even break the shield? No. The best 3 matchups are the ones he actually loses. The damage bonus from the red zone. Whoa. Okay, Snowballs and Avengers against the Frogs of Death and 6 rocks. So, the Frogs of Death have as much damage as an Avenger does normally. Yeah, this is a very free win for them, I think. Because this isn't a swarm fight, so the AoE from the Snowballs isn't useful. But the coins will shit and stuff. Maybe I'll be wrong, because the coins will proc a bunch of Avengers. And then nothing will kill the Avengers. Nope, never mind. Wait, 0 death? Yeah, 0 assist on the left. And those weren't the Elite Frogs. The Elite Frogs are even scarier. I like how everyone remembers the frogs. The game is punishing the frogs for your viewing entertainment. Because CN is waggy, that's why it's still progressing. Useless archers and artscasters against 3 golems. I think the left side wins. Because this thing split, right? These golems suck in terms of DPS. I think there's too many things for the big golem to win. Yeah, feels like left. These guys actually have decent damage. And the archers are gonna buy them enough time. One golem down already. Yeah, easy win on the left. Just too much shit for the big golem to do anything, and the small ones are useless here. By the way, I saw an awesome fight where the 2 golems beat 3 flowers. Mind you, golems don't have particularly high defense, so physical works fine against them. It's about the numbers, because the golem is a big unit. This is weak from the front and strong on the back. It's going to get punched in the face by a golem and then die. Yeah, these things are super strong, but I don't think they're that strong. Especially when they're gonna get stunned, because they probably walk faster than the Quillbacks. Yeah, these guys are actually insane. The stun golems might be really important here. Okay, one of these super high DPS things are dead. Two of them are dead. There's still one alive. There's kind of some safe casters in the back though. You can see that thing just tracked the golem so much. The squirrels are insane, but it wasn't enough. They had no front line to protect them from the golems, so eventually they got bodied. They had enough DPS to win if something else was protecting them. Yeah, they're from Icebreaker in the football games. Oh, do you mean Quillback or the squirrels? So we have 4 frogs, AoE casters, and drills. The boxers get obliterated. Do 4 of these beat all of these? I don't know. The coins are wasted. I'm not sure. The boxers will perform a bit better than I described, because the DPS on the left isn't that fast, but I think there's gonna be a lot left over for the Kodos to deal with afterward. I'm not sure if they can win this, because everything here is relatively tanky. Yeah, this is too much. This is too much. Having boxers on your team is so unfair. Yeah, but it was the red team cars. And they don't need to do anything, they just need to frontline for the casters. 20 explosions against... These are just normal slugs, so that buffs the access, and then you have Avengers and Arts guys. Should be left. Like, the slugs are gonna kill almost everything themselves, and then you just have a better... If you put all the slugs aside, Avengers plus Jedi are better than the Axe guys plus golems. Oh, is the gimmick supposed to be the slug spawn from behind? Okay then. I'm sure that will make a difference to this fight somehow. Not sure how, but somehow it's going to make a difference to this fight. It made it take slightly longer to end, I guess. Does that count as something? No, these are just normal slugs, they just teleport on your head. I think Jedi is about even with the fully buffed axe anyway. Pompeii gets hard countered, and then this is trash, and then it's just this that gets obliterated by Boars. Easy win on the left, on the right. Maybe I'm wrong because the Boars will kill themselves really fast, but there's just a lot of shit here, and everything here gets kind of trolled by the Arts Reflect. Like, the Boars just all insta-kill something with the charge. And then I think the front line will just collapse. Yeah, GG. The crabs are not the unit for this fight. Even if all the reflectors won, I'm pretty sure one Kodu can kill 2 Pompeis on its own. Yeah, the Boars usually suck in big fights. But then you have the reflectors who can tank it out. And at the back you have the Amia Beasts. There's just no answer to the Amia Beast. The Crocodiles could kill them, but the Boars tank them because they run faster. So the key unit that the right needed to close the fight was safe from the only thing that could kill it. I swear, predicting these fights is 50% just figuring out how Arknight's pathing is gonna behave. What, the Jedi? I prefer saying Jedi to Sith, so that's why I call them Jedi. You can call them what you want, I guess. Boxers win. Didn't even need to see the numbers. These things get two-shot probably, so they're just not gonna last long enough. Yeah, they just have a red lightsaber, don't be racist. They're not edgy enough to be a Sith. It's always tragic seeing boxers win, but sometimes it happens. Bad matchup for the Slugs, tragically. Huh. So Pompey does shit damage, these casters do less shit damage, so they win. Somebody has been traumatized by Pompey, apparently, long ago. In the olden times with operators with heals don't exist. Yeah, I don't see it. I think they're gonna take too long to kill the casters. Then again, Pompey has a ton of rest as well. No, the casters failed. Tragic. Yeah, but the casters also have high res. They both have 50 res. I just thought the single target would win out against the AoE. Apparently not. You know, the shields can actually win this. Because if the Jedi die, then these things will die to scratch damage from the shields. So this is closer than it looks. The Jedi kill the shields in like 2-3 hits though. Yeah, it's 3 hits. Think they win out, yeah. The Jedi is gonna survive, and then he's gonna walk through the shields. The shield guards would have won eventually though. It just took too long for the Jedis to die. Good combo. Yeah, exactly. If the shield guards are spawning late and the Jedis are alone, I'd say the right side wins. Immortal crabs against things that don't do damage. Let's see if we lose to some sudden death bullshit. I doubt it, because some caster is gonna get stuck behind the crabs and give them DPS. They just need one caster to win this, so it doesn't matter if the boars kill all the other ones, which they won't, because casters have range, so all the boars get stuck on the crabs. Oh wait, never mind, what the fuck am I talking about? This crab also has damage. No, the crabs would have solved this fight without the casters. This crab does damage, never mind. I forgot that this crab is bullshit. So it has like 2500 attack here. Or more. Yeah, 2550. Huh. I think he's fucked. Are these the sword guys or the archers? Fuck, I forgot again. I think this is a solid team against Free. If these are the arts guys, which I assume they're not. But the archers aren't exactly terrible either. And they'll frontline for a little bit so these guys can walk in and beat the shit out of him. The shield should break. Yep. And then there's just a fuck ton of the DPS. Unless he kills all the casters in the transition, I think he should go down. Yeah, just too much shit. The casters brought the damage, the snipers are tanky. They had the team comp. Okay, so they drop barrows and then beat the shit out of everything while having dodge. Then the dodge ends because these guys also have dodge. They die and then the casters win. I think casters are gonna win and out because these guys can't close the fight against the boxers. If they one-shot the boxers, I will be wrong. And then everything on the right will die, just the barrows. They do not in fact one-shot the boxers, meaning they're fucked. Didn't they have arts dodge too? I don't remember. I just drowned them all in their own event, so I don't really remember how they work. Slugs against dogs, so dogs win. Do you think the bears make a difference here? I think the dogs will take too few casualties from the slugs, and then they will roll on through. Oh, I lied to you by switching the position of left and right. Oops. To me the question is whether the shield guards will do anything at all. Do you think the shield guards will hit something? It's almost there! The shield guard has connected! It's going to pretend it's useful! We got 3 whole hits from the shield guards. A very fair matchup. Things with 0 defense and not that much health against things with high DPS. I don't think there's anything that can kill these things this time. You know the insane DPS they have? I think they'll just beat the shit out of everything this time. No. Why do they keep proccing their back there? Oh yeah, they don't need to have anything behind them to actually proc it. No, the scores are going down. Tragic, they weren't tanky enough. I remember them being much tankier in the football match. But I guess the Quillbacks have higher damage than I remember too. I was expecting the Permastone, I thought they were just tankier. Apparently they're not. The squirrels are basically Goop if he was good. What the fuck is Goop? Please tell me we don't have an operator named Goop. I can live with the guy named Bob, but Goop is a bit too much for me. What? Okay, so do these things actually gain scaling stats or not? How is it gonna work here? I guess they cannot be in operator range, so they always get scaling, right? Which brings the question, what stats did they actually get when they grow bigger? I'm gonna go on a limb and say that it does not matter. But yeah, they grow bigger. They should be kind of bad universally here, because they're on the front line, so they'll never have a chance to grow big in any matchup, I think. They gain attack and HP. Yeah, none of that will help them against rats. Giant porcupine against the car. Should we try to run over the giant porcupine with a car? Well, it probably has more defense, so... Yeah, I think the eggs just lose to everything. I can't imagine something that the eggs can actually beat. Because how are they gonna scale up in power? They have to be on the front line because they're a melee unit and then they just die. What a slow fight. Well, who hasn't hit a giant porcupine with their car? Huh. I think we have to bet on Jesselton, guys. It feels horrifying to do, but there's no choice. These guys are too strong, I think. We have to bet on Jesselton. The Barrow one-shots one guy and then they have dodge and attack speed for a bit to clean up a bunch of the other ones. Oh, the Barrow can't do damage here, apparently. That's so goofy. Yeah, Jesselton can win this out, even without the other two. So, when the Barrow hits an operator, it does damage, but the mechanic doesn't work here. Because they're not actually blocking the enemies when they hit them. They're just coded kind of like civilians from Chapter 8 probably. So they can hit them at range, but they don't actually block them. What? There's just nothing here, what? And half their health is gone from just the coins. And then the frogs have such high attack that they can just eat the shield guard straight up. Are we going to have a loss of anything? Okay, so this is the only two things that are at risk of dying. Top one survived? No, we had one casualty on the right. That was closer than I thought. Like, a thing died on the right side. I did not expect that, honestly. Okay, final protected life, so we can vote on whatever. Exploding spiders. Okay then. We can recycle the POW if you haven't used it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's supposed to happen here. They're just not gonna break the shield and then everything's going to die. Wait, what broke the shield? Oh yeah! Maybe he's gonna lose because of the pigs. Okay, they're staying still now. What? Okay, so they have momentum even while they're staying still. Cheater pigs. They still lose, I think. This is gonna be kind of stupidly close. When the stupidity of the boar benefits the boar. And it still loses. Jesselton and Shield Guards against Casters and Frontline. Huh. So obviously the Shield Guards melt quickly. Jesselton gets raped by pigs, I assume. Okay, this is fine for the left side. His second phase, which actually does damage, will get melted by the casters. The shield guards are removed immediately. Yeah, very easy win for the left. Voting for the other side is a good choice, yeah. I can't argue with that. His second phase is just too wimpy. I'm still waiting for the fight where both sides have Jesselton, and you have to pick which Jesselton will win. That's gonna be the ultimate horror. Well, you know how it goes. One Jesselton is as useful as two. So these guys throw bows at stuff that want to be at low health, and then everything dies. Very fair fight. Do you think the left side could beat 8 cars to begin with? I guess they can. The car DPS is kind of low. I think I counted 2 losses on the right side, unless I missed something. When are we gonna get a tough one? These ones were too obvious. Yeah. Rats against stuff with no AoE. 49 rats and giant defenders dropping on their head. So there's 2 win conditions that the right side has. The Bristlebacks turn around and kill all the rats with their AoE, because defenders drop on their head. No, it's just that. But it's heavy drop defenders, right? I think that will give them a win condition. If one of the Bristlebacks turns around, it's gonna wipe all the rats. Yeah, like that. This would have literally been a closer fight without the defenders. Worst possible combination against what they were fighting. There's always a Jesselton. When you look under your bed, Jesselton is there. When you climb on the bed, it's Jesselton. The rats got thrown so hard. It's so unfair. Why does this game hate rats? I think the rats have a win condition though. I'm not sure. This one's weird. This one's weird. So all of the rats will die to the slugs. It's about how many slugs they remove. Most of them would be my guess, because they kill them quickly. And then the flower just needs to kill the golem for the win condition. Yeah, I think the plant will just eat the golem. Eventually. What? Why is it frozen now? Because the cars beat the Junkmen 1v1 for sure. Junkmen are good against casters, not physical. That one was cool. Vampires, 4 of these guys that remove attack. 4 flowers, 2 Jesseltons. Okay, so boxers are fed to these things. Archers drop on the back. Vampires... fuck, this one's annoying. I'm not sure. I'll bet against Jesselton on a win, but I'm not sure. Kind of depends on when the archer drops. How quickly the flowers die, stuff like that. If the flowers get eviscerated, the right side should have the advantage, as long as the vampire can kill the archers. Yeah, vampires kill archers. Right side wins easily then. If the archers dropped sooner, I think the fight would play out very differently. Because then the flowers would have a chance to eat a bunch of vampires. Pretty weird fight. And now it's the classic Jesuton against arts damage. Few more rounds to go. What round are we on anyway? Round 11. 1 golem, 3 flowers, artillery. Everything is too exposed and dies to wolves. This one is a wash. Go next fight. It's just gonna be a golem against everything else. In just a moment. I don't think 4 artillery can kill enough dogs for it to matter. Then again, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, artillery is insane. Never mind. There's a chance they will lose if the Avengers can kill the golem because of the artillery though. Close, 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 close. Okay, they got it. Now they just need to kill the flower and they have a win condition. No, the sudden death fucked them up. That's a really weird fight. I guess it's the grouping that gave them the win there. Ah, by the way, if you want to see what the rewards are from this event, it's usually just some materials plus some icon that you get in the first week. It's kind of similar to the Trials of the Navigator shit. Is this the claim all button? Yeah, this is 20,000, and then some random materials. Usual shit. Whoops, bow making time. Okay, we're ready. Nope, no way. 2 of them die, the fight ends. I know shield guards are a bit wimpy, but I don't think they're that wimpy. No, maybe they are. Fuck, I wanna bet on the art guards so much. I feel like the shield guards are gonna win this, but I just wanted to bet on the art guards. Because the moment 2 of them die, the fight ends. But their DPS is too wimpy. They can't close it out. I felt like even if they managed to kill them, without the target changing bullshit, their health would be too low and then they would die themselves. Because the art guides hit hard. I don't think 5 boxers can beat Pompey. I think you need like at least 8. Because he has an melee attack that does an AoE explosion. I think they're too slow. If it was the crocodile boxers, they'd have a better chance. These ones will be dead by the time they activate. And then the other Pompey will blow up in their face too, and it's over. Like I said, 5 boxers aren't enough for Pompey. You need a couple more. They attack fast after they warm up. Okay, Junkmen, they heal, they have regen and res. These things will two-shot them. This is not a close fight. The Junkmen have been so washed today. They're usually really good, so this is a bit sad to see. Oh, if they keep changing targets, I guess they can lose. But nah, they stop moving now. I like how if they were more spread out, they might have actually lost this. Because if everything attacked something different and changed targets a couple of times, they might have slowed down too much. Okay, eggs and dogs. Explosions will kill some of them, and then these guys have defense, but the eggs will scale. Ah, this one's weird. Okay, so a bunch of dogs die, then they get swarmed, the turtles die, and it's left with these guys. Let's see if the eggs scale. I wanna see if the eggs will scale for this. Because you know, the snowballs get wasted like always, against swarms. Then they rush, kill the turtles, albeit a bit slowly. And then let's see if the fully grown eggs can do something, or if they suck. This is the worst fight ever. Imagine you pay for a ticket to go to the arena like $500 or something, and then you get treated to a fight of fucking eggs standing there watching as some guys try to break them open with a knife. Yeah, the eggs still suck. They're gonna win, but they suck. Holy shit, they suck so much. I'm not gonna eat eggs, for a week in protest of how much they sucked. Yeah, apparently they stop growing when they get in enemy range, which is even shittier. One golem 1v1's free. I just wanna point that out. If you just leave one golem, he will win. This is the most one-sided matchup I've ever seen, I think. If it was one dog instead here, it would be about as much in favor of Free as it is against him right now. What if Free gets griefed by the freeze guards? Yeah, he can nuke half his health with the freeze guards. I don't think that's gonna save him from the golems though. I like how he didn't freeze himself. And then the golems just end him. The sudden death started before the golems could even get to Free. Don't use the shield, Free. Please no shield. Please no shield. Yay, the fight ended. Yeah, I actually saw two enemies beating 3 flowers. It was the golems that stun and they actually won that fight. Okay, so they dodge stuff and then they can't kill them because these cars have defense. This crab is fucking immortal, but there's one of it. I assume the sudden death will eventually kill it, so we're betting on the right. Yeah, it's not even gonna be sudden death, he's just gonna die to scratch damage in a bit. Just too much shit. A rigged fight, what can you do? The organizers have to eat too, I guess. Though when I think about it, the crab is really strong in sudden death, because he's not going to start taking more damage since his defense is so fucking high. But he's going to start doing more damage. Nothing here does damage, Shield Guards wins. If these guys drop on the crabs early, the crabs will gain a defense buff and then they can't kill them. So these guys go down, and then it's just this, and I just don't think the scratch damage will be enough. I think the sudden death will kill them first. Because nothing here's attack will scale high enough to actually go to the defense of a shield guard. Though I think the way the damage is getting spread out might screw them. Yeah, I guess they managed to die to scratch damage. The sudden death would favor the defenders in this case, I think, but they just died to scratch damage in the end. Have the shield guards lost almost every single time so far? Pretty sure they have. I guess I should value them lower, because they're less a less relevant unit in this kind of fight. I should remember they have taunt, so they might be useful against some ranged enemies, but other than that... Oh, I said I'm gonna start gambling. I'm just gonna turn up the volume of the game a bit. Wanna hear the oomph sounds from things hitting each other more. Yeah, that's why IRL shield guards also have a spear to stab you with. It's super effective. Also, should you really be making that kind of comment, guy named Shield? Huh. Avengers have shit depth, so slugs start doing damage really fast. I'm not sure. Do you think slugs or Avenger? I don't think, yeah, I actually wanted to bet on the right. Though maybe that was wrong. Because I figured that 4 slugs can't kill an Avenger. But I guess when it's range, you get the economy of scale moment. You know, like how one Zergling can... Like how Zerglings beat Marines in small numbers, but with bigger numbers Marines become much better. Pretty close though. Yeah, it was a close fight. That's why I wasn't sure. It was just on the edge of what they can... What the fuck? I like how people who haven't played Icebreaker are just, what the fuck is this thing? This guy has a hammer, this guy has a hammer. It's an anime, so you know the cute looking thing is 100 times more dangerous. Yeah, the uppercut bonk is too strong. Curse you, YouTube. These poor fuckers. What did they do to the organizers? Did they kill their dog? That was just a public execution, that wasn't even a match. If you bet on it, you should feel bad. Axe guys with slugs. Casters beat the shit out of everything here. The axes are just gonna tank for a bit, die, and then everything else dies too. Oh, the slugs got so many votes. Now the double hit from the caster makes this way to trivial for the right. Jesselton was completely worthless in this fight. The casters would have won on their own. Even if the axe guys aren't frozen, they gain attack damage and attack speed. Unfortunately for them, they don't get movement speed, so they still have to walk to the next fucking caster. Avenger, really easily. On revive, he can kill the golem before his iframes run out. The best time to max every 4-star was 3 years ago. The second best time is right now. I can skip most of the models and M3s, by the way. At least for now. A lot of them aren't terribly relevant and make a very small performance difference. Oh wait, he's not gonna phase. That poor golem fucker. Well, it's shield guys against guy that cuts through shield. Okay, so how the fuck is this supposed to work? So the dogs kill everything except these 4 guys, and then we have Arts. Arts will kill everything here and then explode on these guys, and then presumably one side is going to win. These guys are pretty worthless because the dog absorb. Oh, the dogs even help the Arts guys win here. Yeah, GG. The dogs just tank, so the Art guards don't even have a chance to explode, stupidly. Dogs, when there's no AoE, are just too good. Yeah, originally I wasn't going to bother getting... wait, let me actually reason through this. You know, I think the right might win. This one's weird. No, but there should be leftover slugs. This one's weird because the Kodus are slower than the slugs, right? So they're gonna run... They're going to get stuck fighting the slugs against which they suck at. My hope is that a few of those slugs survive and come back to save the Kodus. Okay, one spider explosion helped a lot, but yeah. Yeah, I felt like the other side is gonna win, because the spiders are faster. But I was hoping the explosion would kill the casters in less slugs, so they can come back and clean up. Pretty close. Oh yeah, anyway, I wasn't going to bother getting every M3, you know, I'm talking about like 4 years ago. I saw some random clear that used Ambrio S1, which I considered a super worthless skill, and still do, it's a shit skill. And at that point I was like, yep, sometimes you have stupid situations where something niche is useful. Time to M3 everything. And that was a good idea long term, because a lot of skills come up when you have them M3 that you wouldn't expect. The biggest example is Perfumer S1, which is more useful than Harass 2 about 80% of the time. simply because of the better skill cycle. What is the best non-boss unit in this event? It's a game about counters, so best is relative. Flower kills everything 1v1 but dies to rats, for example. If it just has to pick a random... Oh, electric fences, whoa. If we're just picking something at random, it has to be the golem, obviously. Because of the matchup it gets, it basically always wins. I don't believe in the bear. These guys have dodge and damage, they're gonna kill it in 5 seconds. One, two, three. I overestimated the bear's HP pool. No, the SPD on Perfumer S2 is irrelevant. She heals way more with S2 than S1. The reason S1 is often better is because of the skill cycle. Okay, so Boar's charge, everything explodes and some side wins. Bet on Boar, I guess. I think the charge will be just too brutal. Oh wait, these aren't the Boars, my mistake. I still think they win. Anyway, because they're pretty tanky. But I thought they were a different unit. Zero losses even. Yeah, I thought it was the boar instead of a porcupine. For all the difference it made. Its electric fence is surprisingly irrelevant in most of the fights. They kill casters too fast. Should be 4 hits per caster, right? Why would you remove a 6-star because it's bad? No, it's 3 hits, even faster. I dispute your premise A, full stop. No, these things are fat pieces of shit. They're not gonna go down. It's 2 DP per skill. Do you even use Vigil, bro? Probably the Pompeys. These guys absorb the hit. Pompeys are safe because these guys have very low attack speed, so they can't easily kill this. So Pompeys get to bombard everything at their leisure. Yeah, should be Pompeys. The fence is kind of fucked with the pigs too, because it kills their momentum. Strategic Pompey using the fence to tank, but not actually being in the fence himself. Too skilled. And go next. Fences also kind of favor the smaller team with more elite units, because there's less things to take damage in the fence, since it's an AoE. Boom. Difficult fight for free. I think he might have mildly scratched the polish on one of his nails. How will he recover? So this die and kill stuff. Oh, they're not gonna kill shit and then the vampires frontline. For the casters. I think these sides are too tanky for the spiders, plus the fence will fuck them up. But hey, maybe we're wrong, and the bear can do something. Yeah, the bears are gonna win this. I think the fence actually helped the spiders here, because it let both sides group up really tightly. Now, the Argen isn't that helpful against bears. Yeah, fence is too good. Though I wonder if they'll actually lose without the fence. Simply because everything there sucked against the bear. Maybe the bear was an obvious pick and we're just stupid. Woes and cannons. How the fuck is this a balanced matchup? This is like a crab fighting a bear. It's about as predictable. And one crab even died to the cannon, so they don't even have a numbers advantage. It's not just normal versus elite, it's the same count of normals versus elite. Okay, that's the most imbalanced matchup ever. If the crabs triple their numbers, they'd still lose. We already saw this. I don't think the cannons can help these guys enough. Where are you going, bro? The guy just wants to eat every cannon shot possible to make it fair for the other team. Okay, so you have slugs frontlining for 8 caster sheep, never mind. The balance makes no sense. The Hammer Cat is from Icebreaker. Isn't Icebreaker live on the end at the moment? Oh shit, they're so tanky. First time I see these guys win anything. I guess their big weakness is that they just have no damage. Is the Vermeil skin in the second week? I don't remember it. Spiders explode, kill a bunch of crocodiles, then there's no DPS left, so the turtles can't do anything. I should remember that the caster ships suck, by the way. Like, without their pink tile buff, they can't really do much. Zero DPS fight. Kind of makes you understand why they added the sudden death. So what's your excuse for no motivation then if the skin is available? Is it the one-time free loses to something that isn't a golem? Or a Namia beast? The bears are alright against him. And these things are fairly tanky. My main concern about the left side is that they're going to eat the first shield hit head on. Oh, he's also getting trolled by the cannons. Oh, both sides are getting trolled by the cannons. The hell is this match? It's just cannons all the way down. I'm surprised the cannons didn't also break the shields at that point. Super throw fight. Cheater cannons. Though he might have a very small chance to win if it freezes now. Ah well. If it became smaller between the freeze attacks, the bear had a shot. The bears have no defense, so the cannons just destroy them. They're the icebreaker cannons, I believe. What's the difference? One does high damage but one hit, and the icebreakers are multi-hit. Yeah, I kind of don't like the cannons. Anytime there's a cannon, it's just a cannon RNG. Because they do such absurd damage. I do like the roadblocks though. Wait, do the Axes actually win this? Their health pool isn't that terrible, but casters have double hit. So do casters have a win condition because of that? Nah, the Axes have to walk around too much. I don't trust them. Because they have to walk to this asshole, then this asshole, and then this asshole. I feel like they'll die in the process of just walking around. Oh, I didn't notice the arrows. Do they still win? Yep. I didn't notice the arrows that were there just to fuck them, but they still won. Yeah, if they were separate, like one from the bottom, one from the top, I would have bet on the Axes. I don't think Avengers attack scales high enough to damage a crab. Although, I mean, I don't think... This fucker has 5000 defense. Completely hopeless fight. The Avengers are just gonna scratch their armor. Unless they've nerfed their defense, I guess. I guess we'll see. Nope. They have their normal defense. Scratch damage is all they take. To be fair, they take substantially more scratch damage when the Avengers are aggroed. Yeah, the crabs are a golem tier unit. In fact, in a lot of matchups they would perform better than the golem because they attack faster. So against trash they're kind of more effective. Can we click the crossbow actually? I'll try when the fight starts. So these boxers kill dogs. Then you have X and X suck, so left side wins. They only have 2500 defense. Are you sure? I thought it was more. Yeah, I can't click the crossbow. Damn. Such top tierness from the dogs. Will the X quench it out? Tragically. Wait, will they? If he kills the low HP egg, he'll win. Now he might lose because his Q won't charge back in time. No, that was really close. The eggs were actually useful for once. I thought the boxers would kill the X too. Guess not though. These guys one-shot the boxers, so they can't dodge shit, right? So after the boxer gets one-shot, it's just Jedi against casters and cats. Is that even a cat? Doesn't look like a cat. Yeah, I think the boxer gets one-shot. If they don't get one-shot, I'm wrong and they'll lose, but yep, it's a one-shot. No chance. One caster died to the crossbows. Or I guess those would be ballistas if you want to be pedantic. Yeah, they look like some type of rats to me. It's an event. We'll get it in an EN pretty soon. 3 against 1 shield guard. Shield wipes everything. And then the fight ends. Not a balanced fight. Especially with the crossbows fucking trolling the crocodiles. Oh damn, they managed to want hits on 3. Impressive crocodiles. But this is just Evo. I don't think we're going to see 3 lose a fight. Oh, these things were here. It completely countered any swarm. Well, it's the second time this event is running, so it's sorta permanent, I guess. Boxers and slugs against rats. These boxers have more defense than a normal boxer, but these are so many rats, dude. I think they'll take critical damage before they can activate. And there's no recovery from that when you have to fight Avengers right after. Oops, guess I was wrong. The rats got bodied. The defense was really helpful against rats specifically, I guess. Oh yeah, these boxers actually beat the Avengers, I'm stupid. I forgot that the boxers can beat the Avengers. Like, if it was only these boxers and these Avengers, these boxers win. It needs more bosses, in my opinion. Because Arclight has a ton of bosses. So it would be funny to see how enemies interact with some mechanics. I understand why some can't really be added in this, but some of them would be really funny. I like the German king dude, just teleporting everything around. But that doesn't work because he targets operators, not enemies. You missed free destroying everything, which is close enough to what you were looking for, I guess, so go watch the stream. Okay, matchup of the century. Low defense, extremely high attack and health, obscenely high defense and health, okay-ish attack. Do we bet on the old or the new? $2,500 defense, but 4,000 attack. Which means they should get bodied by elemental damage too, now that I think about it. So we should look out for stuff like guitars to counter them. Is the Armor of the Empire actually an elite Steam Knight though? Huh. Will the eggs stop growing once they're in slug range? If they stop growing, they're fucked. If they keep growing, they should win. Once they're in slug range. So let's look at the eggs and see what happens. Okay, so they're growing. Are they still growing? Yeah, they're still growing. Ah, so they stop growing when they get hit, apparently. Or something, I don't fucking know. This mechanic makes no sense here. So it doesn't stop growing when it enters enemy range. The condition is different. Current theory is that it stops growing when it gets hit. In the context of this event. Not sure if walked makes sense. Maybe you're right on that, I guess. I know they... Yeah, maybe you're right on that, because I know they can be blocked outside of your vision range and still won't grow. Slugs kill too many dogs, Kodus win. Go, Ami a Beast, go. The one dog will carry, trust. Never mind. You'd need an insane amount of dogs to overcome the slugs, because the dogs don't kill them instantly, so they end up clustering on them really hard. Axes, frogs... Shit, I think the Amiya Beast might have the advantage here. The shield guards will stall the frogs a lot, and I think the Amiya Beast might work its way through. I wanna bet on the Amiya Beast. I think the shield guards will buy enough time for it. And all the axes will die first, so their buff is irrelevant. Yeah, pretty much the perfect setup. So now it's just if the shields buy enough time. Would be great if the Amiya Beast stops attacking different things though. Nope. No, the Amiya Beast lost. Never trust the shield guards, I guess. The axes have alright stats. I was just hoping that the shield guards will live longer. I know they have really shit health, but I always forget it. They should probably have something like 6,000 health in this mode or something. Yeah, shield guards really suck. They're really overvalued, never trust shield guards. Frogs also have defense, so they take no damage too. So the Kodu was the only thing doing damage there. There were just more DPSs on the right by a lot. What is this event called? Cannot something something. I guess when it comes to EN in a few weeks you know what it's called. Yeah, shield guards need to be spawned in a quantity closer to the normal shields for it to matter. What the fuck? I think these guys are gonna get fucked because they have a low range. Sorry, they have the longer range, so they're gonna stand around here and just get completely fucked. They would lose this fight anyway, but the cannons just fuck them completely. Yep, that's the nastiest cannon we've had so far. Gonna coach out every fight. Every fight is just gonna be cannon analysis. Okay, so Axes really suck in this matchup and should lose it. But are the cannons going to fuck the sheep? This guy still really sucks, so I'm not sure. The cannons could not fuck them hard enough. Oh, thank you, Blue. Let me just copy that comment for later. I have a use for it. Two golems beat 6 Jedi, I think. What? I don't think the Jedi can beat golems in this number. Unless the golem throws and changes targets at random, but he's still one shot, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I don't know what this was. Not enough Jedi to stand a chance. Golems and Avengers against... the Golem stun is way too good here. The AoE from these trucks will help the Avengers activate. Should be an easy sweep for the right side. The cannons also helps the Avengers, because their biggest problem is if they aren't activated and then die immediately after. So yeah, having a fully activated Avenger from the start like this can be very helpful. Also stuns go crazy. Most severe Jesuitan bullying we've seen in a while. The swarm isn't big enough. I think... Yeah, he one-shots everything here, so... I don't think the sudden death can throw him. The only thing he's dying to is sudden death from the spider slowing him, but it takes 2 spiders to freeze him, so it's only 6 freezes. And I'm pretty sure he can't be frozen while he's in his second phase transition. Would be great if he stops hitting the slugs first every time, though. Throw Avenger. That's kind of trolly, because if he kills a few slugs earlier, he would win. What the fuck? Okay, we're going to get to watch the artillery get completely fucked by the cannons. That's gonna be the best part of this fight. Because they're just gonna sit here, right? Completely deleted. Yeah, incredibly unfair battle. What round were we on? I think this was the 5th one, right? Yeah, that was the 5th. Oh, sorry, the 6th one. Frontline plus poison trucks against arts guards, who explode and kill everything except the trucks that aren't in melee. Also, these things will probably just kill arts guards outright. Bet and right. Okay, look at the arts guards on the top. And almost ended them. Oh shit, well, these guys watch out. I'm not sure that these trucks are actually really tanky. And their shields are gonna break soon, and then they're gonna die from the arts damage. So far their shields have tanked the arts damage, and they've purely been dying to the physical. If only they had normal spiders with them, instead of traitor spiders. Round 8. Guitars, Axes against vampires and... Ah. How does this work? This side's gonna take a ton of damage from here. The reflectors are gonna tank for the vampires really well. And then there won't be enough left to clean up the vampires. Should be a sweep for the left. Yeah, nobody believes in the other guys, I guess. The Axes can't frontline shit. And then the Guitars have wasted their skill and are all just dead. The team comp, it's too good. Well, the Axes were massive wimps in their own event, so it's always fair to assume that the Axes just suck. If I recall correctly, the Rockers beat Vampires one-on-one, because the Elemental proc one-shots them. But that just couldn't come into play here. Swarm against Rockers, so Rockers are bad here. Everything here is gonna take a bunch of damage. And then you have a bunch of casters to deal with this. I think the right side has the advantage. Nothing here has AoE, so they just don't have efficient counter tools. Even if they can tank for a bit, they don't have the means to clean up. Even with the cannons helping, I don't think it's going to be enough. Though the cannons will sure as shit make it closer than it should be. Okay, now the cannons have changed sides. Go, traitor cannons! Yeah, these are one of the best casters. Huh. Okay, now this one's interesting. These guys suck and take really long to scale up. So the question is whether they'll have an opportunity to scale. They do have 2 sets of front lines to help them with that. But the front line will just melt and then they'll be frozen and die. Left side wins. They have the cannon advantage, but I just don't think it will matter. They'll just go down. The freeze will also fuck them. And the stuns. Yeah, these guys just had all the counters for them. Too unfair. Yes, the bear will definitely coach this. It will definitely not lose 1v1 to a golem. To be fair, it probably won't. It does have a... Never mind. It is losing 1v1. Goddamn bear. No, they are using their ranged attack. Their range isn't all that long. Possessed cars. The possessed will die to dogs, and then you have Arts Guards and 2 Kodus against Avengers and 7 of these. Huh. I think the right side. This one's weird. The reason I think the Kodus are favored is because they're gonna take less damage from the AoE. No, I guess I was wrong though. Tragic. I was hoping the possessed will rush more forward, but they stayed fairly close to their side because of the roadblocks. They couldn't path through. So they ended up fighting together with everything else and didn't die. If the possessed died faster, I think the right side wins there. Then again, the Avengers just shit on the Yamiya beasts now that I think of it. So maybe I should have just bet on the left. Yeah, I'll go on for a little longer. That's a given. Because I'm too lazy to cook anything for dinner. And this one's over. Much like the music. Curse you, YouTube. I'm gonna download something for next time. Yeah, absolutely. The real question is whether the outer will claim the kills before the golem. It needs 3 more procs, I think, so the golem should be able to get a hit off. Oh, it was only 2 more procs. Never mind, the outer won. Fuck you, golem. You couldn't even out DPS an outer. Golem is so strong he killed 3 enemies with one hit. And he doesn't even have AoE. Cars. Just cars. You only need 1 car to survive. Well, they tried to throw this really hard. But still, it's cars versus spiders. Spiders suck against something that has more than 0 health. AoE trucks and comparable frontline. These things do really high damage. Mayhap I'm wrong, but I think their DPS in these things is sort of low. So the AoE will really fuck them up. Oh, never mind, they have infinite health, they'll be fine. Then again, these trucks are super tanky as well. I think the sudden death might flip this fight. No, it won't. These trucks are still alive. But yeah, the sudden death made it way closer than it should have been. Mortar carried this time. What do you mean next time? The cars were crazy. Boxers and defenders against Jedi? No fucking way. Go next. The boxers aren't even great against the reflectors. They'll kill them, yeah, but they'll kill themselves. And the Jedi... I think the Jedi just win this fight on their own. And then you have the outers, which favor the right. Wait, did anything even die? Did one reflector die? Yeah, I think one reflector died. There were 4 of them, right? Such a fair and balanced fight. Do Reef Breaker's melee attack does more damage? I thought it did the same as his ranged attack. 3 of these isn't enough. 3 wins. Cause he'll just fuck them up with iframes. Also they walk slowly, so he'll get a shield hit off. And then he's fighting in the outer, which favors free, because he's a singular unit. What a stompy fight. Holy shit. You can be a Jedi with a red lightsaber. It's not like the lightsaber magically turns red when you become a Sith or anything. 12 crocodiles will actually beat Pompey. And then they'll get a rain of slugs on their head, which will avoid the outers for the most part. I wanna bet on the left side. I think the right side wins though, because Pompey explodes and kills all the slugs. Realistically. Oh, they have rest. They quatch it out. Let's go. The fucking outers. No. One more. Yeah, Pompey was like 1 hit from death there. After this one, I'll stop being lazy and go cook something. Sure, we can do that. There you go. Well, it's going to be cooked by me, so it's definitely not going to be good, but it will be edible. And that's enough for me. Electric fan scary. Do I have a favorite ingredient? No. Oh, I guess I really like spicy food, but that's not an ingredient. Yeah, I thought so. The crab doesn't get screwed too hard by the debuff, because he's not a boss. So he can abuse it pretty well. Pigs. I assume the pigs will get trolled by the lasers. I do not trust pigs when lasers are involved. Implying I trust pigs normally, I guess. Oh, they got their full damage off. Tragic, the pigs did something right. Okay, bunch of casters against one golem and a bunch of smaller bunch of casters. Casters win, I reckon, because the golem will frontline then die and then there's nothing left. Yeah, they almost lost this fight too. Imagine having your like the pigs as cavalry and the casters as archers, and betting an exposed archers over cavalry. That's what I did because I trust the pigs so little. Casters with frontline against boxers. Boxers kind of get bodied here, but I think they'll kill a lot of the other boxers first, which makes it weird. But I don't think one barrel will be enough to close it. Especially with the slow. And these caster ship have very long range. Even though the frontline is better, I think the caster ship screwed them over by removing the dodge a lot. Yeah. The bear just wasn't in the fight for most of the time. So even though the right side was technically stronger, the bear takes so long to get here that they still lost. If the bear was in the fight from the start, I think the right wins. One Avenger against 10 things, Avenger wins. They kill... No, actually he's just gonna get on top of the casters and kill them all and then go back for the defenders. Worst heli drop ever. They're going to drop on the back, lose half their health in the fucking electric fence. Okay, it's not that bad. They at least managed to aggro the Avenger. This is not going to help them win the fight, but at least they managed to aggro the Avenger. Yeah, there's definitely not enough body counts here. The only exception is when he's fighting golems or Amia beasts, who can just beat his ass on somewhat even footing. Yeah, I don't think the red buff is gonna help you there. Yeah, that heli drop was insane. Complete traitor with the Bristolbacks. Those were the archers. So archers drop and probably shit on the casters, and then these guys come over and shit on everything, because they have the rest for these guys. These crabs are too wimpy. They can't do anything. Oh shit! It doesn't let me vote. I walked out, and I couldn't vote. Tragic. Well, let's see if I was wrong, I guess. Maybe I win because I was wrong. That's also a classic. Tragically, I was not wrong. I wanted to vote for the left, but it walked out and didn't let me click it. Ah, what a tragedy. I'd want to keep going, but I also really want to eat at this point, so I'll go. I'll probably stream the either the icebreaker or the X stages tomorrow, depending on what I'm feeling like. See ya for now. Time to go find some food.